I'm Carlos Luna.
And I'm Becca Scott. This is Tabletop News, your official stop
for all things tabletop.
Let's roll.
No more endless scrolling, no more massive articles, just fun facts.
Skyrim is coming to Tabletop with an exciting new board game.
Every game starts with an unskippable cutscene and ends when a frustrated player shouts, "Foosh, roll, da!"
Reacts.
I was told there'd be no math. I am not a math Asian, so let's keep moving.
Exclusive interviews with Tabletop's biggest names.
Oh, I didn't know donuts was an option.
And the largest events.
Gen Con!
Man, Gen Con really makes me want to cosplay as a guy who attends events.
I really can't see you putting on pants for something like that.
I feel like there are so many of us who can relate to that.
See you next time on Tabletop News, your official stop.
Your official stop.
Your official stop for all things tabletop. Can you tell your mom to turn on the AC?
Mom!
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Severance Presents Rolling in the Netherdeep. We're excited to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the lands of Wildmount. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have...
Hey everybody, this is Bill. I'll be playing Orgoth Skullcrusher, your half-orc, half-drow, all badass, mostly battlemaster of the unarmed variety.
Punch, punch, punch.
Punchy boy.
Question of the day. Do you believe in second chances?
Orgoth, what do you think about second chances? Okay, so I didn't used to believe in second chances, because when we were training in the Skullcrusher clan and training for competition, you win or you lose. That's it, right? One or the other. But I have come to learn over the last month or two, the time that I have been with the favored few, that second chances are important. Everyone, it feels like in the group, is getting a second chance to do things. And without second chances, then we wouldn't have come together, and we wouldn't be able to try to do something important and good. So I think now I believe in second chances.
Hey, Bill, which bird on your shirt is Ember? You have so many parrots on your shirt.
Oh, I know. I think it's this one.
That one? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's kind of going through the change,
all the
and it has that little
colors,
coy
yeah.
look over the shoulder as it says, "Shithead bird." A little look over the shoulder.
Hi everybody, this is Jaiden playing Laphus Prismawing, your local reborn wizard of smut. If I sound different, that's because I went back to the old blue microphone because I left my good mic down in the basement where it's kind of flooded right now.
So many storms.
Yeah, I know. It stormed for a good all night.
Yeah, that'll do it.
As for second chances, Laphus believes that there can be second chances. There can be. But some things just don't deserve another chance.
And for answer that question for Dermot would be like, yes, of course. People deserve second chances. If they are needing help, I will lead them into the light. And Maggie would say, I've given second chances before. There will not be a third, ever. So, is there anything we need to talk about? Actually, we got a couple of things we need to talk about. We just announced in our Twitter today, Severed Sons D&D at Twitter, that we are doing a giveaway, and Jaiden and Jaime are doing some art for us to give away. Thank you so much for that. Please support both of them in their art endeavors because they are amazing. But if you go to our Twitter, you'll be able to see and retweet and like. If you do both and then follow us, it'll count for an entry. And you can do other stuff by being a patron or going to our Instagram as well. Also, we had the Tabletop News. Please support them. They're the one-stop shop for all tabletop news everywhere. But let's get started and just dive right in to today's...
And we're minus a couple of folks today.
Yes.
And,
Jaime is feeling under the weather, and we've got Ross away doing a show, but he'll be back soon, hopefully. And Jaime, get well. Everyone is ready. Let's begin today's episode of Rolling in the Netherdeep, episode 35, Uncharted Waters. So last time, at the end of last episode, Orgoth, you'd been studying the forbidden book about the betrayer gods, and Irvin came into the bar shouting for help, shouting for you all, supporting a semi-conscious Galsariad as he rambled about leading the party into Netherdeep. It's like, I have to take them there. Oh, please. And you're at the top of the stairs and you see him, and he just kind of like, Irvin pours him into a seat. And he's just like puts his head down. He's woozy.
Orgoth will start running down the stairs.
Okay.
What happened? What happened?
Irvin says he's been unconscious for, I don't know how much Laphus has told you about how she gave him a hug and there was like a flash of light and he went unconscious and tried to heal because he had this huge wound from this crystal and it was like very like just awful, and something she did when she hugged him made the crystal vanish and shrink. But he just came awake and just was shouting for Laphus and for all of you. So I put him into a carriage and brought him here.
Oh, okay.
Where's everybody?
Well, I think that I don't know where Laphus is. She was out. I'm sure she'll be back, but I was just upstairs. We could bring him up to my room. Let's get him someplace where you can sit. Come on, I'll help you.
Okay, and he Netherdeep, got it below. Take him below, and
I'm just gonna like hoist Galsariad.
Got it. Irvin goes to help, and you just kind of like phew over the shoulder.
Yep. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, Galsariad, we're gonna it'll be okay. We'll get you back lying down. I hear what you're saying. We hear you.
Laphus, where are you? I know you were leaving the bookstore.
I was heading to the Harried Mongoose in order to grab Galsariad.
Okay. You get to the Harried Mongoose, and let me see if anybody... Try to think who would be there. You see Maggie. You go into the room, and the door is open, and Maggie is actually in there taking the sheets off the bed and like cleaning up, since there's been an unconscious person there for like 3 days straight.
Hey Maggie.
Hello, Laphus.
Where did Galsariad go?
He woke up, and
Irvin,
I did not see it. I just came back, but Irvin left a note, and he hands you a note. I read it. It was just it's with a dagger to the door. It says, "Looking for Laphus and the others gone to the Cool Flame. Asshole has woken up," is what it says on the paper.
God damn it! Now I have to go back. Okay. Well, thanks. I guess I'll just start walking back.
Do you want me to call you a carriage?
Yes. As a matter of fact, yes. Thank you, Maggie.
And she goes in the hallway, is going downstairs, and she kind of turns to you and says, "You're a carriage," and then just disappears down.
Ha 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 ha.
And
Hold on. Now this is Jaiden laughing. Ha. And fuck you.
the and
All right.
Maggie gets a carriage.
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna
you just-
a carriage.
Okay. Orgoth, you get
So I'm like princess carrying Galsariad up,
mhm.
and then I kind of get up to the door, and it's like, Irvin, could you get the door? Could you?
And he opens it and pulls it open. And you go in.
And I think I start to take a step, and then realize like, okay, and then I put him down because Orgoth's like, I don't think I'm gonna carry him over the threshold. That seems weird. So then he sets him down, and he's like supports him, and is like, okay, here, lie down right here. Just lie down, Galsariad. Well, what are you talking about? Getting
Orgoth,
going beneath?
one thing before, where did you put the book?
Oh, I hid the book. The book is like hidden.
That's what I
under
thought.
the
I just
bed.
want to make sure.
Yeah. I hid it because anytime I was going somewhere where I didn't want it on me, so I hid it in my room.
Okay. He sits down on the edge of the bed, kind of supporting himself, and Irvin's just at the door, leaning against the door jamb, and he's like, "I was dying. The infection was killing me, and Laphus, where's Laphus?"
I don't know. She said she had to go and return some things to Enkesme, I think. And then there's a lot of just like kind of going and coming, and everyone seems to be on their own schedules at this point. So, but everybody comes back at some point. So I'm sure that that they'll all come back. I hope.
I've seen things. I had this vision of falling into this deep, watery expanse, and things watching me, and I was rescued by these just arms of light, and this person protecting me from this entity who was trying to kill me. And he's just like babbling at this point. He's just like, and when I woke, I just one thought in my head: lead them to the Netherdeep, lead them to below. We have to go. I have to take care.
Okay, well, it's just me right now, so you're gonna have to wait.
And does anything, as he's describing, kind of babbling, does any of it sound like any of my visions I've had, or the one that we all
It
had?
does not.
Okay.
You remember seeing the map in the Life Dome when the device showed the map of what was underneath the city, and there was that kind of like that pyramid-shaped expanse that was filled with water. But other than that, that's like the closest thing I can think of. So,
all right. Well, unless it's just going to be you and me going, which I think is probably a really bad idea. We're going to have to wait till everybody comes back, or at least some people come back.
His shirt is hanging open. He's just bare-chested, and there's like red kind of rash and a few little beads of crystal just kind of growing out of it.
That looks really bad. Laphus mentioned that. Does it hurt a lot?
It did hurt. It doesn't hurt as much now, but it was much bigger. I think do you still have Laphus, did you tell him that it was destroyed, his pendant was destroyed, or you just kind of blew it off?
I don't think I told him. Wait, did I?
No, I think he did. I think he knows it was.
Oh, yeah.
I think you did. You told him I did it, in fact.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He says, did the pendant you took off of me, you destroyed it, right?
Oh yeah, I smashed it. I thought it was at first where your magic came from, and then I thought it might be controlling this big like rhinoceros thing that we fought, and then so I smashed it into the rhinoceros thing when we were fighting it, and I got like a little on me, but it was fine.
And you're not infected?
No, Dermot took a look at it. He gave me a clean bill of health.
Dermot was checking on me before I left. the harried mongoose, said that it was he said it was like had gone down considerably since Laphus helped heal it. I just don't understand what's happening. It's these visions. Were those the gods? And he's looking at you, just kind of like crazy eyed, actually.
Well, it could have been. I have heard that sometimes the gods will visit people in dreams or make themselves known, and so it could have been. Did you see anything? Did you recognize yourself or think you were someone else? Or...
No, I did not. It was just me. Irvin's kind of like leaning, and he's just kind of like listening and taking this all in, and kind of like, this is kind of the first he's heard about the vision, and he's just kind of like shaking his head, like, whatever. The Gals says, there was just a arms of light reaching down, and I was falling through this great watery expanse. There were two arms reaching down, grabbing me, pulling me up. And there was this other figure there that was protecting me from this creature that was circling around me like maybe that giant shark that we first fought back in Jigao.
Oh, I mean, maybe this could all just be like fevered dreams brought on by the.
But the voice...
has everybody told? Have we had an open discussion in the group? Sorry, Bill is not remembering that what these crystals are is rudium. Have we actually?
I don't think we have.
No.
Okay.
No.
I mean, whatever the thing is that caused that from your amulet or whatever, like maybe that's just making you have weird dreams and you're remembering things and making them other. But when you were like in the water and there was somebody there and the thing, what you were just talking about, like, was it in a room? What did it
It was
look
just
like?
Giant cave, like this, stretching out into infinity above and below me, like it's just water forever. Watery expanse.
All right. Well,
like light.
There's
beams of light.
supposed to be a lot of water underneath the city, where that sunken city is. So maybe that's what you were thinking of.
All I know is that there's this voice. When I woke up, there was this voice. Take them to the Netherdeep. Take them below. Find the Netherdeep.
Was it like a high-pitched voice or a low voice or a nice voice or an angry voice?
It was a masculine voice.
Okay. All right. Okay. I mean, I'm just trying to help piece together what's going on, but I don't really use a lot of magic at all. That's more what you and Lapis and Wilvan. But, I know that bad dreams happen, and those can either be because of something that's affecting us. It could be the gods, who knows, talking to us. It could be a bad piece of meat you ate. There's a lot of things that could cause it. And it looks like whatever is going on in your chest could really be causing a lot of problems.
The pain was unbearable before. I thought I was going to die. And Lapis, the carriage, just like Maggie must have paid him a lot of money because he got there quickly. So
Damn.
It's like, it just like screeches
She's
up.
making up by calling me a carriage.
And you pour out of the carriage and go upstairs. Where do you go?
I just go in and I look over at Spike, and I'm just like, hey, I don't know if Spike's there.
Yeah, it's nighttime. Spike's there, so yeah.
Okay. I would just be like, hey, Spike, did you see like a guy kind of like looking like he's dying walk in here?
Oh, the drow? Yeah, he's upstairs with your friend, with Orgoth.
Thanks. And she's gonna head upstairs, wobbling her way up.
Okay. You get up to the hallway, and you see, the first thing you see is like the Orgoth's door is open, but Irvin is standing like leaning against the door jamb it looks kind of down the hallway at you. And he kind of nods and says, "Come on."
I'm gonna head over.
Okay. And he steps aside to let you in. And you just see Galsariad, like his wound is even like less pronounced than it was before.
You was looking for you.
Hi. What did you do to me?
I hugged him, man.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what I did as long as it worked, right?
It's still there though.
I mean, yeah, but you're not dying.
While I was unconscious, how long have I been out? How many days? Irvin's like, what, 5 days, 4 days? I've lost track.
Hey, Orgoth, what's up?
Oh yeah, Galsariad came in. He was Irvin carried him in, and he was like, "Oh, I've got to get them to like the watery under the city place," and he's having all kinds of crazy dreams with arms of light and being protected, and giant sharks, and I don't know. And he's in the thing on his chest.
I'm having visions. I had a vision the entire time I was unconscious. And he explains the dream one more time about how this thing stalking him, and he's arms of light, and this other figure who was fighting off the thing that was attacking him, and how he was just slowly drifting down this great watery expanse. And when he woke up, like the only thing in my head is just take them, find the Netherdeep, take them to Kael Morrow, take them below.
Does any of this sound familiar to me?
You've heard Kael Morrow. You saw two figures of light when you hugged him.
Yeah, that is true. I did see two figures kind of looking down at you with like pity whenever I was hugging you.
With pity? Oh.
Yeah, like they were really like sad looking down at you.
I just know that I need to. There's something down below that we have to get to, and it's just nagging like at me, and I just need to take you there.
Well, we can, but first I need to take you somewhere.
Where?
Have you heard of the Lolly Ho?
The Lolly Ho is.
It's like a bar.
He rolled a 2. He doesn't go to such places. What kind of bar?
It has a lot of students in it. But...
I would never go there. No.
So I need you to take you there, and I need to talk to Rahi, and so that way we could, because you are our hope to getting Jaman into this.
Jaman, like the king?
Yes. I have been talking to him, and Orgoth, let me know if this is dumb, but
okay.
He wanted evidence, and Galsariad has our evidence with like the rash and everything, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, if there's evidence of evidence of what? That bad things are happening, or
evidence of the red crystal being
the rudium.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, right, yeah. Of course, yeah. Oh, that makes sense. That's what that is. I didn't realize that, but I could see the little. Yeah, I mean there's a lot of evidence right there. I mean how bad it is. It almost killed him, and it still like looks pretty bad.
I think it's gonna get worse again eventually.
Do you have a good way to get to this Jaman? I know some of the scar bearers. They might be able to make an introduction for us.
No. Like I personally met the guy.
Oh, wow. Okay, I heard he's a big deal. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I wanted to take them to because uh Jamon has some friends that talk directly to him rather than us having to go through a bunch of hoops because they don't just come
Okay.
up for anybody. So if we show them Galsariad, maybe he'll finally take me seriously about this Rudium actually being evil. And maybe we could get like a seal or a pass or something to get us down below without us having to go through more hoops in case they try and stop us, saying like, well, you don't have the clear authorization to get to this part of the area.
Right. But if we had a pass from the king.
Yes.
Right. Well, I mean, that sounds like a good idea to me. I mean, it's a good direct approach, and if you already have talked to Jamon, then and know a way to talk to him, and this is the proof that he needs. One thing that I learned when North and I were helping out Prolix is that having proof is what makes everything work here. Like suddenly the Hand of Ord stopped being jerks, and we got Prolix out because we brought proof. And so I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Cool. I might need you though, Galsariad. I think you're still being hunted down.
By whom?
I don't know. I remember last time I was being followed, but I don't think it was me that they were following. I think it was you because it was that time when you went into my room.
Oh, I quit the Vermilion Dream. I told them I would no longer work for them.
Do they kill people who quit?
Maybe. I don't think so. They're more of a organization, but I know that they have some people who work for them. There's this Dragonborn who works at this bar who...
Wait, Satrak? He's the one that you guys talked? Yeah, you introduced us.
I know, he's just shady.
Yeah.
Yeah, Satrak, he's shady. He's just real shady. Satrak, he's just really, really shady, and he wouldn't do it, but he might know people he would be able to send after me.
Okay, so wait, you think that Sathrak would actually, is he high enough up for the Vermilion Dream to then be able to like send an assassin after you or something?
No, but if he was ordered to, he could find somebody. He has contacts in the city, all throughout the city.
And he would do that? Like he would say, okay, that sounds like a good idea. Let's kill this Galsariad guy?
I just don't know. Who, like, if somebody's after me, it would be from the Vermilion Dream. So I just don't know if he would be the one organizing it. I just don't trust anybody right now, except honestly for the rivals. And he looks at Irvin. Irvin's like, I do not trust you ever. And as much as I hate to admit it, I need you, and I need you, and I need Wilvan, and I need North.
Oh, that was hard, huh? That was the tough one. That looked like poop in your mouth when you said that. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah.
Say it again. Say it again. Say that you need North.
He just looks at you. He's like, I need North.
And then I think Orgoth, when he says that, like looks over at Laphus. He goes,
It's really, really hard sometimes to admit when we need other people.
Yeah, that's just some people, though.
So, I've been thinking a lot about things, Galsariad, and even though I didn't always used to believe in this, like, I think people deserve second chances. And so if you're coming to us saying that things are different and what you did was wrong and you need us, I'm going to keep an eye on you, but I am willing to give you another chance.
I don't want to die, and I understand what I did was wrong, and I apologize.
can I make an insight check?
Yeah, you can. I was waiting for that
Like,
one.
Which are the BRB? I forgot my dice.
Okay.
That's an 18.
18. He is definitely scared to death. He is kind of telling the truth, but he's not like, you know, he is sincere, but it's basically he's apologizing because he thinks he needs you. And he does feel sort of bad about what he did, but he's not like completely.
It's more out of like an obligation to say sorry.
Yeah.
I'll put my hand out to shake his hand.
Okay. He just weakly kind of comes.
Okay. And and when I take his hand, I'm gonna do the whole my both hands very sincere.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna, because I know this is the hand I broke before.
Right.
And I'm gonna squeeze just tight. And I'll make all.
I trust that you are being sincere, because I will give you a second chance. But I am watching you, and I need you to understand that.
I will be on my best behavior.
And I'll let him go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So let's go with the king.
Yeah, you better listen to Laphus, because I think she's the one with the connections right now.
Yeah, I am. Me and Jamon, we're like this, and she kind of she crosses her fingers, but then splits them. Like they're still kind of close.
They're like,
yeah.
They're like,
we're getting there. We're getting there. But should we wait until daylight?
I don't know. Is your connection, right?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know when he sleeps though.
I mean, maybe everyone would be better after getting a night's rest.
Yeah, true.
You look like you could use it, Galsariad.
Yeah, you look like shit.
I am exhausted. I mean, but I've been sleeping for the last 3 days. I've been unconscious. And it's just this nagging in my head that I need to do this to lead you there. I don't even know what that means.
Well, that nagging can keep going.
Okay, so we'll put you in. We have some rooms here. We can put you in, Galsariad. Maybe put you in North. Oh no, not North's room. Maybe we'll put you in Wilvan. No. Oh, I think did North have an extra? I think North has an extra room. Maybe you can use the extra room.
Doesn't North have the keys for that though?
Yeah, Irvin's like, I got it, and goes down the hallway.
Oh, okay.
And you hear oh hell yeah, 24. Click, immediately click.
Right. I guess that does it too.
Yeah. And opens up the door. Wish if Jamie's in the chat, I think. I don't know if her power went out, but she could tell us what's in that room exactly. But opens the door and helps Galsariad down the hallway and into the bed. What's in that extra room, North? Puts him in the bed, pulls down the covers.
And I think that Orgoth follows and helps Irvin, and then after he gets Galsariad settled, he would tell Irvin
I'm with you. I don't trust, but I'll give him my chance. Okay, but we both keep eyes on him.
Irvin, you kind of peek into North's spare room, and it's just completely bare. There's nothing in it. There's only a sheet, no pillow. It's
the true comforts of home.
The true comforts at home. There's nothing in there at all. And
wait, they stole the bed?
No, the bed's in there. The bed's
okay.
In there, yeah, it's just what came with the room.
Wait, pillows didn't come with the room, or did they steal the pillows?
Pillow's not there.
They fucking stole the pillow.
Oh, if you don't think that that North's mom had their own pillows, that like, you know, it's like save all the important documents and the fluffy pillows. Like, he had to take those with them.
I feel like North's mom is the type to, you know how people steal like the hotel soaps and everything? She also stole the hotel pillow.
Oh, Jamie says it's all in the other room. They picked the wrong one.
One.
That's funny. Okay.
The
Funny. Right.
but you go in and you put him. Irvin puts him to bed, and comes up to you all and says, "Should I lock him in? Should I keep watch?" And looks at you, Laphus.
I mean, I can keep watch for most of the night. You can sleep in my room.
Irvin nods. So we'll just go in the morning. Meet Rahi.
Yeah, Rahi.
Okay.
Okay, good night.
And Orgoth like feels immediately uncomfortable because he senses there's this weird energy between Laphus and Irvin, and so he's like,
Okay, good night.
and he's just like, what?
Here's the keys. Just don't touch my books.
I know better. I would never. And he takes the keys, opens it. Like, I won't touch anything. Good night.
Good night.
He kind of winks at you. So
I turn away. Just roll my eyes and turn away.
He's like, I'll be in here. Just join me if you want. And closes the door.
The bed has not been touched besides the pillow with ashes always being on it.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing's been touched there, really.
Got it. So what do you do to finish out the night? Are you just going to watch outside of Galsariad's room?
Yeah.
Okay. And Orgoth, you go to bed?
Yeah, I actually is this still this is all still the same day, right?
Yeah, it's the
okay,
same
yeah, I go to bed.
Day. Yeah.
Woo, I go to bed. Yes, let's get past this day.
Okay. Pass out. Like late into the evening, Irvin comes out and goes up to you, Laphus, and it's like, do you want to get your rest in?
I'll be fine.
You look tired.
I don't normally sleep.
You still have to rest a little bit, though.
And I have been.
Okay.
You go rest up. It's fine. Unless for some reason you really want me to go in the room.
He grabs your hand, like, come on.
You know, I'm still mad at you.
I know, but I'm trying to apologize.
I know you are.
And,
all right.
And he pulls you into your room and tries to start something. We can like fade to black there, but he's
He's trying.
He's trying real hard. The next morning, Orgoth, you wake up. Parker is on your chest. Parker is, for anybody new in chat, Parker is a tarantula that just kind of comes out of his breastplate. And Parker is just sitting on your chest.
Hey there, hey buddy. How you doing?
And he kind of like stretches, sits up, kind of like does a little like circle, then hops off and crawls underneath the bed where your breastplate is.
Right. Oh. Okay. I guess it's where he sleeps now. All right. That's okay. Sure. That's fine.
And Orgoth starts doing his in-room calisthenics. to get stretched out for the day, and he'll get the he'll go out and get because he gets up early, gets to the bowl of water, and washes up and rewraps his hands and goes through his his morning routine, and then takes out his one of his sending stones. And it's the one that is with question. It's the one he uses with question. And he's like,
hi, it's Orgoth. I was just thinking about you and wanted to say hi. Hi. Can we talk tonight in person? Maybe the Cool Flame?
A few minutes pass, and you hear suddenly, "Of course! I miss you. I'll come by after work. See you then? XOXO."
So, okay. Okay, good. All right, good.
And he gets a little smile on his face and pulls the armor out and finishes kind of gearing up, and then goes downstairs to have some breakfast.
Okay. So you had the breakfast. Laphus and Irvin wake up. Well, Irvin wakes up. And Laphus is just there with ashes. And he yawns and says, "Oh, morning."
Morning. Did you have a good night?
I did. Did you?
It was all right. I'm gonna go wake up Galsariad if he's sleeping still.
Okay. And Irvin starts putting his clothes and armor back on. So. Okay.
Yeah, and she's gonna leave him back there and gonna go over to where they tossed in Galsariad.
Okay. Galsariad is lying. He's got the sheet over him. He just collapsed into the bed and didn't really do anything. Like, he just collapsed and put the sheet over him. He opens one eye and looks up at you.
Hey, you doing good?
Feeling better, actually. What did you do to me? What the hug? That is the stupidest thing I have ever heard. It's somebody healing with a hug. Also, you're not into hugs. Are you?
No. Oh God, no. If I didn't have to hug you, I wouldn't have. But whatever. The goddesses probably saved you.
The goddesses? You mean Sahanine and Avandra?
Yeah. That's probably the two figures that were over you.
He just kind of looks disgusted, and he's like, I just owing gods a debt. Oh,
please. They probably didn't even want to.
I still owe them my life, though. That's disgusting.
Oh, grow up, you big baby.
What's the plan?
Well, we're gonna get up, get ready for the day, and hopefully get you to the bar without any incident.
Okay.
Hopefully nobody sees you mid-dying and then wants to actually finish you off.
Well, all I have is he just has the shirt and his pants, and that's all. He doesn't even have his belongings with him. Like, they're probably still at the Harried Mongoose.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure you're okay. I don't have any extra clothes. I'll have a dress that Orgoth gave, but you won't look good in it, so.
Orgoth gave you a dress?
Yeah.
What?
Shit's pretty as fuck.
Why did he give you a dress? Does he like you? I thought Irvin liked you.
Irvin like it, Orgoth likes everyone, not in a romantic way, dude. I feel like it's more like platonic friendship. You know, things you don't have.
He just looks at you. I have friends.
Name one.
You.
Oh wait, you're serious.
I am serious.
Oh man. Oh, these jokes. All right. Get up. I'll see if I can find you some like an undershirt or something, and
Okay.
get you breakfast.
Okay. So they eventually he gets you find an undershirt from somewhere. Probably it's a dwarf. It's what a spikes, so it's like wide. It's a dwarf inside, so it's like just hanging off him. It's really
Is
wide.
it like a wide crop top because he's short too? Yes. Yes.
So it's baggy and it just comes down to his belly. And he's like, he puts like his shirt tries to. It's one of those like open shirts where it used to have buttons on it, but obviously he just ripped it open in some sort of like spasm or something. So the buttons are gone. So it's just hanging loose, and he's got the dwarf crop top on underneath. And he comes down the stairs, and there's a bowl of granola basically for him. Elf food.
I don't know if Orgoth, you can at least fix a couple of the buttons on his shirt.
I mean, I could try. I could put like some stays in there. Yeah. Here, give me your shirt. Give me your shirt, Galsariad. I'll see what I can do.
And
He's just wearing a crop top now.
Yeah. And what's her face? What's her face? It's Sky. She's like giggling and trying to keep from giggling. She's just gonna walks by. She's like going to feed the bird.
And Orgoth will kind of like, taking a sausage with him, kind of goes over to a table while they eat, and he's like got the sausage in his mouth. He's kind of eating it, and he's got his leatherworking kit out, and he kind of looks up at Galsariad from behind, and you see this like this mischievous look almost come over Orgoth's face.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. And he's to himself. He says, "Oh, okay, North, you owe me." And he just fucks up Galsariad's shirt like he's trying to fix it, but he ends up ruining it. Oops. So that he has to only wear the crop top, and then so it takes like 10 minutes because he's like, oh my god, I'm really sorry. I'm used to working with leather, and
Galsariad
I could try to find you something else.
If we pass a clothing shop on the way, I will. Fuck! I don't have any money. Ugh.
Oh yeah, I know how that goes. I don't.
Did you have any money, Orgoth?
No, not right now.
If we pass something, I'll buy you one shirt, the cheapest one they got.
In the carriage over to, do we need to do anything here? We'll keep moving on. Okay, so cut to the carriage, and you see this like souvenir shop, and there's like a T-shirt that has like Ankarel Knights with the. Like,
it says, "I went to Ankarel and all I got was this shirt."
Yeah.
I get him that one.
Okay. Then he looks at it and he's just like,
It's better than nothing.
He just takes off. He leaves the crop top on and just puts the shirt on over it. So
it probably cost me like 1 copper.
Yeah. It's airbrushed too, so it's like. And you go over to the Sigil District, where the bar is. What's it called?
Lollyho.
Lollyho. Lollyho is there, and There's no, it's morning, so there's like no one there. There's actually a janitor outside, and he's like grabbing like big giant bags of trash and like bottles, ale bottles, like dragging it to a dumpster behind the bar, behind the whole tavern. It's the Lollyho is like 3 stories. There's like different levels. There's outdoor seating, and it's just really an expansive. It's like one of those nightclub kind of places where there's like bar, private bar, dance floor, room that kind of overlooks everything on the floor, and you go inside, and you see Rarahi there, and she's talking with some other gnomes. There's like 4 gnomes with her, and they're just having a conversation. And I think she looks up. She's like, "Oh, hello, oh,"
Hey.
and she comes over, and the other gnome's kind of like, "What's going on?" And Laphus, you've returned. How can I help you?
Laphus kind of just goes on to see her eye to eye. So she goes down on she like kind of goes a little bit downward and just goes, I need to speak to your boss. I found evidence that they wanted.
Really? They did tell me that you might be returning. Who is your lovely friend up there? He's very tall.
Which one?
Both actually.
They're all tall.
The handsome one.
Urban? I don't feel like he's that tall.
The very tall one.
Orgoth?
Yes. Is that you? Hello, Orgoth.
Yeah. Yes. Hello. Yeah. Hi. I'm Orgoth. Hello, Orgoth. Orgoth Skullcrusher. Very pleased to meet you.
And he's very present as he puts his hand
His
out.
little tiny hand kind of comes up and shakes it. Welcome to my place. Would you all like to come up to our secret room? She whispers.
I feel like we should.
Okay. And she takes you upstairs to second floor, and then up to a landing, and into the 3rd floor, down a hallway, and there's this room, and she takes out this key, and you see that she kind of like hides it from you, and you hear it kind of scratch something on the wood, and then suddenly there's like a whoom as this light envelops this portal and just opens up like whew, to the side, and she goes inside, and inside is this really nice room, chairs, and there's a giant mirror attached to the wall, and there's like behind the glass is just black smoke swirling behind it. Please come in. I will need to contact him. Contact my lord to make sure that he is aware that you tried to contact him.
Okay.
So just wait here momentarily. And she kind of leaves and closes the door, and you hear a clunk as a kind of like a mechanism locks into place, locking you inside. It's
so whatever you do, don't piss this guy off. He will murder you immediately.
Okay. Let through a mirror? How does that work?
No, he's got people. He's got people.
Okay. All right. Well, good thing we've got people then, right? I've got your back, Laphus.
Heck yeah. I got yours, Orgoth.
Okay, good. That's good.
The smoke starts to dissipate and kind of fall down like misty rain. And you see a throne that looks really like a lot like the one that you saw when you're at the trial. And Jamal and Saord, they are like just sitting there, actually bare chested, like no shirt, and just a pair of linen slacks on, barefoot. And they have both of their feet tucked into, he's kind of leaning on his knees, in this throne is actually too big for them, and they look at you and it's like, back so soon, Lapis. That was quick.
Lapis is going to look over at like Orgoth, Galsariad, and Irvin and just kind of whisper, "Treat this guy like royalty, like he is." Before looking over at Jamon and being like, "Hey, what's up, bitch? Guess what? I found it. I fucking found evidence."
Show me this evidence.
And then she's gonna grab Galsariad and kind of push him forward. This is the guy I was talking about.
Could you knock on the door and see if my partner is outside in the hallway listening on you?
Yeah. And she's gonna look over at where the door is, and just kind of knock.
Okay. It kind of, a light appears, and like she was right outside. Opens it up. Yes, my lord. Please come in. Would you have your spies told you, your friends, doesn't this man work for the Vermilion Dream? And Gals is like, I resigned my position with them recently after I was afflicted with this. And he lifts his shirt up.
His tourist shirt and then the crop top.
And then the crop top, which actually kind of sticks down. It's like, he's like, oh. And you see the rash, and you see the red crystals in his chest. I don't know what Lapis told you, but yesterday, a few days ago, I was infected and was dying. And she did something which reduced it. It's still there. I can still feel it. And this is, they say, Jamon says, and this is the rudium that you're talking about, the infection?
Yeah.
And it came from Kael Morrow below?
Pretty sure that's where they got the artifacts, right, Gals?
Gals, it's like, they are bringing up artifacts to... This rudium is going to awaken something down below. I saw it in a vision. There's something down there that's going to destroy us all. He starts babbling again, and Irving kind of like elbows him to shut up. And Juan says, Rarahi, will you contact the headmasters and ask them to come here? I'm going to get some breakfast. I will have breakfast brought to you if you wish. Refreshments. It will be a few moments.
You want something to drink, Orgoth? You guys?
Thank you for your graciousness.
And he kind of looks at Lapis.
Bitchness? That's a weird title. It is very kind of you to treat us this way.
And Orgoth's like taking a big bow, trying to treat this guy like royalty.
Lapis just looks over at Jamon and just like, oh, she's behind Orgoth, and she just kind of does like I don't know what this guy's all about, man.
If you are serious about looking for more rudium, there are also we believe to be criminal elements trafficking in items from underneath.
Lapis has inferred that as well to me, which is why I am bringing the head of the Allegiance of All Sight to me, so we can all talk about this problem together.
Okay, you might want to look into a place called Crux Bakery too, because they were like selling some stuff there. And then there's this other guy, a Dragonborn named Zazrak, who we think like maybe stole a sword, and we've been trying to be really helpful do find it. Your graciousness.
You are being perfectly polite, Orgoth. Is that your name?
Yes, Orgoth Skullcrusher. It is very nice to meet you. Hey, by the way, do you ever go to the Bowl of Judgment?
Sometimes I do.
Oh well, next this coming Sunday, which is the big match that I am competing, and I would be greatly honored to have you as my guest in the VIP booth if you would like to, if you enjoy that kind of thing.
I am honored by your invitation, and I shall consider it.
Okay, I'll leave your name with them. They probably know who you are and stuff, but I'll let them know.
I would hope so. I shall return momentarily once they have arrived. And suddenly the cloudy mirror kind of goes. The mirror goes cloudy again, and Rabarahi is like, "Can I bring you anything? Any refreshments?" And you notice that as you turn around and look at her, she has this notebook out, and she was like just writing things in, like everything that Orgoth was saying, da 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 da, and then she closes it and puts it away. And she's like, "Any refreshments for any of you?" Galsariad says, "Tea, perhaps."
Do you have any ale?
This early in the morning? Of course we do. What are we?
I'm pretty sure that it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon someplace.
that is quite. I will have to use that sometime. Maybe put it on a T-shirt and looks at Galsariad.
And we've all decided, by the way, on Discord that his T-shirt says, "My mom went to Ank'Harel and all I got was this stupid shirt."
Yes.
Amazing. She returns with some tea, and you notice that there's actually like a like those like shot glasses, like little tiny like test tube kind of things. You see like there's like a rack of those in the corner of like there's like a sidebar with like glassware, and she actually pulls out and taps on the wall, and like phoop, and this entire like stocked bar comes out of the wall. It's like, "Please help yourself." And Irvin kind of goes over and pours an ale, and pours you an ale, Orgoth. After about, I want to say, a good hour or 2 hours, it takes some time to find them. And I posted
the
this
entire time I was just reading out loud. I would say one of the books that Irvin got for Laphus.
Okay.
Probably not the Arcana Sutra though. That one's more for her.
It's all pictures, so
yeah.
The after about 2 hours, Rarahi comes back. Like there's a knock on the door. Light envelops, and then you see this tall, bearded human, long white beard, and this goblin, and they're wearing the robes of the Allegiance of Allsight, and they come through. And I think you've met Grizz Alakritos. He was at the trial too, so you definitely have seen him. And I posted their picture in our Discord chat as well. They come in and they bow to you. It's like, "I am James Chiron," the human says, "headmaster." And the goblin says, "I am Grizz Alakritos, and it is nice to meet all of you. I believe we were supposed to meet later on today, but I guess this meeting is happening now at the behest of our great lord above. So this is," and he looks around, "this is a new kind of setting. I've never been in a back room at a bar before. This is quite unusual." And it's like, the tall human headmaster says, "Get over yourself. This is nothing to be impressed by." And then suddenly the mirror, kind of the cloud goes away, and Jaman is sitting there. They are sipping on a They just have like a wooden cup, just sipping on like just some steam coming out of it. He's holding
I thought you were gonna say he's sipping on gin and juice.
gin and juice.
That is exactly what was going through my head too. Like,
it's a wooden cup with some steam coming out of just sipping at it. And they say, "The gentleman, I believe that all of you have met." Yes. I was supposed to meet them. I believe there's 2 others in their group that we're supposed to meet with as well. A ladrin and a halfling, I believe. Mustache, glorious mustache. I love his mustache. He's very, very, very handsome guy.
I don't even know who you are. I've never met you.
Oh, I am the head of. That's why I'm introducing myself today. I'm Gris Alakritos. I am a headmaster of the Legions of Allsight and the Crystal Chateau University. And I'm James Kyron, also the other headmaster. And we are in charge of all things that go on at the university and at the legions and with the excavations down below.
Yeah, we met Grizz at the trial, Laphus, when we brought in one of your professors who, wasn't that good of a person.
Oh, yes, we have interrogated them quite thoroughly at the behest of Jamon and the Hand of Ord, and they nod. And this is why we wanted to meet with you. I have I had asked Prolix to gather up some things to give to you as a reward for helping in that investigation, but I gave them, apparently Prolix gave them to North?
Oh, yeah, North must have them right now then,
Yes.
because North has been helping some friends out that were had a loss recently, so she's been. They've been doing some good work there.
Excellent. I know that your work in ferreting out this traitor not missed. It was quite brilliant what you did to prove Prolix's innocence. We wish to hire you full time.
What does that mean? Full time?
From our interview with the traitor, we believe that there is another spy amongst the archaeologists down below in Kael Morrow. We would like to hire you to investigate and to find the traitor in their midst. We believe that they are the main source of rudium getting into the wrong hands. And Jamon says, and it is this which I need to interrupt for a moment. We need to stop all manner of this mineral getting out of the city before it becomes a problem. The infection that I see upon this young drow. The infections, the mad elephant that was rampaging through my bazaar. There are rumors of thefts of this red material being spoken of in hushed tones amongst the criminal element of my city. We need to stop this. And we need to stop this now. And that's what I'd like to do. And James Kyron says, go ahead, just tell them. There's a double agent on the archaeological team. They are currently in the excavation site below, and they are helping people to smuggle rudium, and we would like for you to enter Kale Morrow and travel to the Legions of All Sites base camp there and speak to Insight Acure. That's like I-N Sight, S-I-G-H-T, Cure, A-C-U-E-R-E. And
I honestly thought you said space camp, like
Space camp.
SPAs, and I was gonna be like, they got
camp.
space camp here.
I love space camp. Space camp's cool. I want to go. The leader is a professor. Insight is a professor of archaeology and the leader of the current expedition, who took over from the traitor from before. Oh, she makes me bad. I hate her so much. We would like you to explore Kale Morrow and find or kill the spy.
Can't we just kill all of them and let the gods sort them out?
No, because there are some good friends of mine who are working the archaeological team. I would like them not to die.
Okay, what if it's one of them, though?
Yeah. What if it is one of them?
If it is one of them, then stop them.
So
Okay,
we
but
can kill him at that point, right?
Yes, if you find out if they're the traitor, yes.
Okay, but we could probably just capture them, though, Lapis. I mean, that's right, because they might have information and stuff, right?
Yeah, I can bring them back. It's all right.
James Kyron pulls out a box and actually pulls out a black piece of fabric and then places it on the floor. Foom, and suddenly there's a portal hole.
Whoa,
and he kind of steps down into it, and he goes.
Orgoth is like amazed. His mind is blown, and he's like, "What the heck is that thing?"
And he pulls like some stuff off the shelf, and you look down below, and you see there's not a whole lot of stuff down here. There's like a shelf with a couple of like potion racks with some full potions in there. About like there's 7 or 8 of them. And he pulls out the small box from the shelf, comes up the stairs, lifts up the portable hole, like whips it around, so it's just kind of a rag, and then hands it to you, Orgoth.
Oh,
says,
wait, well, what is this? What is this thing?
It is called a portable hole. You can use this to store equipment, and also has a shelf with some potion bottles of water breathing, for which you might need if you wish to explore the watery depths below.
Oh, okay.
I think there's like a croissant in there. Did you put that in there?
I did. I sometimes go in there to hide. So yes, I may have left my lunch there, I guess. He says, he opens the box, and there's 5 badges in here, and they all have the symbol of the Legions of All Sight on them. And he hands one to Orgoth, one to Laphus, one to who else should I give these to? Actually, he says.
What? Okay, what are they?
Going?
And then I could.
You need one for your friend North and for Wilvan as well, right? And he hands you 2 more.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
These badges will allow you full access, and Jaman is like, kind of hides the boxes of badges that he was going to give out. So, not needed.
Do I see it? Do I see
you
it?
do see it? Yeah.
What if I want your badge? I want both. Can I have both?
Perhaps, Laphus.
What are they the same? Are they the same? Are they the same badge?
No,
or is like one an all-site badge, the Jamon badge.
I tell you what, these. I would ask that you, Laphus, you Orgoth, and your friends North and this is Jamon speaking, North and Wilvan, aid the city, the jewel of the sands, in ridding the city of this rudium threat. And because of that, and suddenly the box disappears on on their throne, and then appears on the floor, and there's like 4 badges. And I will figure out what's on those badges later. But
Yeah.
Here you go. Laphus is one. I guess I'll carry the other ones.
And I'll put the all site badges for North and Wilvan in the box.
They would have the Hand of Ord symbol on them.
How do you attach it? Are they like the button ones where they have like the needle on the back?
Yeah, it's kind of a needle, like a brooch. There's kind of a needle, or it could be like, some of them have like you can have like there's two ways: the button, there's a needle, or there's like the button where you can put it into like a buttonhole.
I'm gonna say that the all site one has the needle, and she's just gonna put it on. She's gonna stick it inside of Ash's skin and kind of pull it out so it's like stuck on him.
Okay.
So he's wearing a badge on his chest.
Ash's looks very, very proud.
As he should. And the button one she's just gonna put on her cloak.
Okay.
And I think Orgoth is going to he's gonna put them in his pouch. Like he's gonna like put the box and the ones that are for him like in his pouch and stuff. He's not gonna wear them right now since we're not going down. But he'll make sure they're secured.
Jamon says, if you run into problems, this will give you the authority to arrest or kill those who have broken my rules. And James Kyron says, and the badges I just gave you will be able to allow you free access to the archaeological dig site below. You'll need... I would like to actually take you there and show you and introduce you today, or if you wish Prolix to go with you. I know that you are friends with Prolix. Either of us can take you and show you down to make sure that you have easy access to down below.
Is this kind of like a big deal to take us? Is it like an important thing?
For me, it is. I wish to inform the people. Well, I don't want to alarm everyone down below, so I don't want to.
Yeah, but if you let people know that we're coming for like a specific reason, wouldn't the traitor / spy?
Exactly.
So maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah, maybe Prolix could take us. Like people know that we're his friends, right? And he could just be like showing us around his work or something.
I can have Prolix meet you. I will have Prolix meet you at the well. And he I'm not sure where the well it is. If you've looked at the map on Corel recently, there's this big black dot to the east of the Cerulean Palace and north of the university. That's where the well is. It's on our pinned in the Discord, but it's just a few blocks from here. I will message Prolix and have him meet you there.
We would want to. Should we wait at least for Wilvan and North?
Don't think of this as a small dig. There is a large expanse, almost like an entire city down below. You can come and go as you please with these badges.
Yeah, but they don't know where we are.
Well, maybe we just like meet Prolix there, and like we don't have to go in even, just to kind of see where it is, and then people would see that it's okay for us to go, so we can go whenever we want. Maybe. I'm with you. I don't want to go
the base
in,
camp.
Very
the
far
base
at
camp
all
is
with,
only the base camp is only 5 minutes from once you descend the well, which takes maybe about 30 minutes down the stairs. It only takes about 15 minutes to get to the base camp from there.
Because look, Laphus, I agree with you. We need all of us together to go. So I agree with you.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, it's
Maybe
one of
we
those
should
things
check it out a little. I don't know.
I don't know, I feel like it's one of those things where if we go and then, you know, we learn some things, I don't want to repeat the same things that, you know, we learned. Plus, what are we going to do with Galsariad and Irvin are still here?
Well, I mean, look, Galsariad, like if you do need now, you don't need to come with us, right? Like we've got it all taken care of.
I feel like the urge is still there. I need to help you find something.
Okay, well, it's not going to be right now, that's for sure, because we're not going to go all the way down without North and without Wilvan. So,
okay.
But you know, I don't know. Maybe we should just do like a walk by.
A walk by would be perfect. I just wanted to show you how easy it is once you have the proper credentials. This is what James Kyron's saying. Once you have the proper credentials, you should be able to enter and leave. In fact, you could probably, you know, if you can get this done in 7 days, this would be like perfect for us. And Jaimon is just like, why put a time limit on this?
Yeah, what? I'm with his bitchness. How come it's 7 days? What's up with that?
Rarahi is just like, like completely shocked.
What? What is it? What isn't that? But Laphus, isn't that it? Isn't that their title?
No, I literally said they're the king, and
yeah, I know, but then you used the word, and I thought that was the word.
I called him a bitch.
I've never been to Ank'Harel. I don't know.
I am not offended, Orgoth Skullcrusher.
Okay, good. I'm sorry, your highness, your royalness, your all-powerful great.
You can call me Jaimon or Sa'ord.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Sa'ord. Thank you, Jaimon Sa'ord.
That is my name. It is lovely to meet both of you. Talking to Orgoth and Gals.
You son of a bitch.
And says, if you find out any more information about Rudium entering my city when you were down there, let me know. Through Rarahi. Oh, and Laphus.
Yeah?
Your petition for exile to... Not exile, what's it called? Your petition for protection is approved.
Sweet.
Once...
Orgoth, like, there's a real, like, sideways glance at Laphus.
You're did you ever tell Jaimon the name, like where you're from? You did tell him where you're from, right?
I said I did tell him that I was not from Ank'Harel, that I was from God, what is it called? Where were you from again?
The village, or from
No, the continent.
Wildmount?
Wildmount.
Yeah,
You're from
Wildmount. Yeah, I said I was from Wildmount.
We just need to know who you are protecting and who you're running from to officially grant you asylum, is the word I was looking for.
I'm from Caspabon Village, and I am seeking asylum from the Cerberus Assembly, or the Empire specifically. Ravana Cross, also Ravana Crux.
You see, you look over and you see the Rarahi writing all of this down.
That's fine. Oh God, what's that red hair?
Ashes looks up at you.
What's that? What motherfucking redhead piece of shit?
Oh, Waldorf or something like that.
Walcott?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah, we've heard his name.
Were these the two who imprisoned your subjects?
They are not. The person who imprisoned my subjects is Rakan Crux.
And that goes down into the notebook. You have been officially granted asylum into the great city of Ank'Harel. Welcome, and enjoy the protection of Sa'ord.
Thank you.
And again, please tell Rarahi anything that you discover. And the cloudiness of the mirror kind of comes back slowly and leaves you all just alone in the room with everybody. Irvin's like, he was in the back in the shadows, and he's just like, well, I was here for that.
You definitely were here.
I would like to. This is part of your reward, and this is actually a down payment for helping us in this matter. And James Kyron, I have to say the whole name for some reason. James Kyron, but he hands you a bag, and it's full of gold pieces and coins in it, and he says, "This is 1,000 gold now, and 1,000 gold upon capture of or destruction of the double agent."
Oh, okay. You said you had. Well, there's a lot. I have a lot of questions right now, but you
ahead,
said that
bud.
you had someone down there that there was a double agent, but not your double agent. Like you think that they're a part of your organization,
We
but they're
think
also
there's
working with someone else.
We also think they're working with someone else, perhaps
Right,
Vermilion
okay.
Dream, perhaps not. They may be working for the crime syndicate, or some
Okay.
sort of like underworld organization.
Okay. But no idea. Just that they're there.
They're
you don't
there.
know
Yes.
where, who,
It's
when.
once you down. But
Okay.
this is another reason why I wanted to have you see at least the base camp, was that it is quite a large area. It is, in fact, a city. There's actually a underwater bar there that is run by a sea elf.
Okay. What? That's interesting.
Apparently, she's been there since before the calamity. She's quite old. Her name is Olara.
Wait, so she was in the city before the calamity, but
Apparently,
after it got sunk?
Apparently,
This is very confusing now.
Yes. But these are the things that we're trying to discover, like history and the artifacts, not just this strange red material that we find popping up here and there. It just got logged in with everything else when we were bringing it up. We didn't know how dangerous it was, but now, thank you to Laphus, we do. And now that we have an order from Sa'ord, we have to make sure that we get any piece of rudium and make sure it is locked away or destroyed.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. I think we're all on board with getting rid of all the rudium. It's bad stuff.
Is there anything? Any other questions?
I don't. Lapis, do you have any questions? I mean, I have questions for you later, but do you have questions for these guys?
Kind of. Criminal organizations, do we have names for them? Or we just lumping them all together?
Lumping them all together. There's probably several small gangs, but anybody who with the money to pay off somebody, because we pay our archaeologists quite a handsome sum, so the fact that somebody can pay them enough to be a turncoat is quite upsetting. So it must be somebody with some sort of immense funding like behind them.
Would it be like one of the other groups, like the Vermilion Dream, or someone like that doing it?
Grizz Alcrito says, it wouldn't be the Cobalt Soul. They're working with us.
Oh no, they're good people. Cobalt Souls.
The
good people.
The Vermilion Dream.
Your girlfriend is good people.
She is. She's great people.
Who is your girlfriend?
A question is
An answer?
what?
Her name is Question.
Oh, her name is Question.
Her name is
I am
Question.
sorry. I was quite confused. There for a second.
I could see how that was. I get it. I get the mistake.
Yes.
No, that's her name.
But the Vermilion Dream, they appear to be more. If they are interested in the red crystal, we just need to find out why. So they are a suspect. Let's put it that way.
Orgoth looks over to Galsariad and says,
So why was the Vermilion Dream interested in the red crystals? Galsariad, former member of the Vermilion Dream with red crystals on your chest.
Galsariad says, the crystals were said to be imbued with the power of Rudis, the Red Moon. That is why the Vermilion Dream was interested in obtaining them.
So basically, it sounds like it's stuff that a lot of people want.
For various reasons.
Yeah.
Rizal Acrito says, the research we were doing on the stuff was quite interesting. It contains a lot of magical power embedded in it, and once it's like reduced to its fine elements and powder, you can use it as spell components that would normally cost thousands upon thousands of gold pieces, but otherwise you could just use it, and it would like this little pinch of it would just like replace 10,000 golds worth of stuff. It's amazing, but if it's dangerous, we cannot use it. So obviously, people are, really worried about this, and we need to. These criminals are after it, obviously. So we need to stop them.
Yeah, it seems like just stopping it like entirely is a good idea.
I wonder if there's a way to destroy the entranceway to get inside, because I feel like we should stop maybe looking into it.
Yeah, it is. The problem is that it is open. We would need
to the public.
No, it's not open. It's very large. The well is probably a good 200 yards wide.
Oh, so it's guarded, but it's just like way too big to fill in, is what you're saying?
Yes. It would take possibly. And I'm gonna send you an image here in a second. I may put it. I wonder if I can put a link into the chat and it wouldn't like mess up or anything. Because
they're gonna pop it in Discord.
Yeah, just pop it there. If that shows up, yes. And it goes down for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet. We'd have to like mine probably for an entire year to be able to fill it completely back up. This has been a multi-year, like multi-decade project. And we are sure that there are other ways into the Kael Marrow, into down below. It is just it's a giant expanse of water down below. And you see Galsariad like, so it's nothing but water down there. It's just water for like miles and miles and miles. It's an entire city down there, just completely sunken. We found a way, like there is ways that you can like breathe underwater, but we have found a way to dry out sections that we can like expand. This is why we wanted to show you. This is why we wanted to show you today, so that you can come and go at your leisure.
I mean, we could walk by and see it, Laphus. Maybe that helps us figure out what the four of us could do.
Yeah, we could.
Okay. Okay, we'll do a walk. We'll do a walk by.
I'll have Prolix meet you there. Is there any other questions you have for me? Or for my fellow headmaster? And you see James Kyron kind of stroking his long beard.
I'm okay for now.
And then Rahi kind of opens the door. It's like, well, no sense in waiting here. I've got things to do to get ready for tonight. Please make your way out, and I will see all of you later. Have a wonderful day.
Laphus steps out and makes sure that Galsariad leaves.
Mm-hmm. That's where I have to take you, he says to you. I need to take you there. I see it. I can see it.
No, it's all right. You can stay here.
I mean, look, we're not going to go down there today. It's not going to happen. We have to have North and Wilvan with us. It's just, so maybe you should go rest. So when we go down, you're ready.
I have been in a coma for days. You're probably right. Make a persuasion roll, actually, Orgoth. What was our first roll of the day?
Second. I made my
you made
my insight.
Oh, that's right.
What am I making? Persuasion,
yeah.
That is an 18 plus 6 for 24.
He's like yawns and says, okay, you've convinced me. I'll head back to... And Irvin's like, want me to watch him still? To you, Laphus.
I think you should. I feel like he's maybe gone a little crazy, and he'll probably decide, fuck it, I'm gonna go down there.
Yeah.
And we don't want that.
No, I'll make sure he doesn't run off.
Yeah, you do that.
And he kind of like leans in, gives you a kiss on the cheek, and says, squeezes your hand, and says, I'll see you tonight still?
Maybe.
Okay.
We'll see what we'll see what happens.
Okay. See you soon.
Yeah.
And he like basically escorts Galsariad, who just goes with him. And leaving you there alone with the stuff, the headmaster's head off. You're just in like, you're actually like go downstairs and you're on this wide dance floor that's raised above. You see all these tables stretched out and you see all these like magical stones in the air kind of hovering, and they're kind of flickering with like different colored lights. And
okay, so before we get Prolix and head to see this place,
do you actually want to talk here?
No. I'm saying we need to talk before we do that. Not here. No.
Yeah, because we stopped here.
No.
And I don't want to talk on the dance
No.
floor.
No. I'm just saying no, dance floor is not made for talking.
I don't think I'd be emotional down here in the club.
Yeah, so we're gonna like get out of there, and maybe on the way to pick up Prolix.
okay.
No, Prolix is gonna. I thought Prolix was
Prolix
He's
is
gonna meet
going
us
to
there?
meet you there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, on the way there, then
Okay.
in the amidst the just moving in the street and making sure we're not being listened to and stuff, I lean over and I go,
Okay, so your people? Like, what is that? What is that? What was that Jaman was talking about? Like protection, asylum, your people? What was that?
I'm sort of kind of taking care of some people back in Wildmount. Well, not really anymore. Since this happened to me.
Yeah, but like your family, or like he made it sound like it was like people that you watch over.
Yeah, it's not.
Are you a bitchness?
Take inspiration for that.
Add that to the inspiration you already have.
yeah, there goes. Ding!
Bounces off.
I mean, you know what I mean, right? I mean, is it?
You mean royalty?
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, I'm not royalty.
But are you like a protector of these people? Or are
Yeah,
they
yeah. It eventually became that way. Yeah.
uh, it's like Raxel guy was the one who attacked and then made that not the case. But you know they're okay? Are they?
That's the thing. I don't know if they're okay. Last I heard, a few of them had died, and I don't know where the rest of them are. My hope is that they're okay.
So
It's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people.
okay. So that's like that seems to be maybe the big reason you've been trying to get yourself back together so you can go help your people again.
Yeah. I kind of sort of feel obligated to help.
Because
If they're in trouble, it's my fault.
Wait, why would it be your fault?
Probably because I brought the trouble to them. I didn't. Let's just say sometimes greed really fucking changes people.
Was that people you?
No, not me. I was actually quite content.
Was that people the guy that did this to you?
Yeah.
Because I mean, some of the things that have happened like make a lot more sense now.
Yeah, there's a reason why I do things the way I do.
It might help a lot if we knew and we could help more and at least understand.
Probably, but I've opened enough already.
I appreciate that you have. I mean, I think that, I mean, I know you've been helpful to me. You have helped me learn more and try to help me figure out about the visions and things. But, I feel like. I just think that maybe we could all help each other a lot more. Like maybe we could, if we all work together, we could help what you're trying to do. That sounds like for a really good reason, like happen faster and better.
That's the thing, though. The tingle doesn't happen often, and funny enough, I've been after my parts for quite a long time now, and since traveling with you guys, it's been coming up a lot more.
Well, then that sounds like even more of a reason for us all to stay together. Maybe there's something about us being a group that is.
It's like a storyteller's helping us along the way.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know how these things work. I just wanted to win a contest in Jigao, and now I'm in a completely different place, and we've been in Betrayer's Rise, and we've fought incredible beasts, and I have a girlfriend. I mean, I think, well, I'm dating someone, I don't know, but anyway, it's like there's a lot that's happened since we've come together, and it just feels like maybe there's like a reason we're supposed to be together and to stay together that will help all of us.
Yeah, for now. And then once that adventure is over, we split apart. Whether or not we see each other again, that'll be up for fate to decide.
I agree, but I don't think that's where we are yet.
No, not yet. I feel like we need to fix this Elixian thing. I don't think this guy's gonna ever stop bugging us.
No, and it seems that it ties in very closely with what's happening with the rudium in the city, which you seem to be very concerned about.
I'm concerned about it for a reason to help Jamon. I mean, as one person taking care of a bunch of people, I would understand the feeling.
Sure. I mean, it's important to protect the people that we care about, right?
Yeah. That's why I do my best to make sure that you're okay.
But me?
Yeah, you and Wilvan.
Well, and North.
They could take care of themselves.
Okay, I think we gotta talk this out, Lapis. I know that you and North
Orgoth. Here's the
go
thing.
at it,
I told Wilvan this. I get what you're coming from. I get where Wilvan's coming from. You have a mystery to solve about your armor, about what your dad has been going through. Thank you, Overlord Face, for the little raid.
Hey, thanks for the raid. Woo!
Thank you.
Okay.
Wilvan has a puzzle to solve. North is there. Without me knowing what North's all about, what they're after, it's hard for me to really sympathize or help. At least they know a little bit about me, that I'm looking for my parts. What do I know about North? So
I mean, I know that North has a family that she cares about, that they care about, that they've been there anytime we've been fighting, that they didn't hold any kind of grudge after I had to keep knocking them out when they got taken over, Betrayer's Rise. I think that we if people would just talk to each other, then we could know, it's hard for you to say things, and you're like, I think I've opened up enough. I think North is even more closed off, and Wilvan, we just found out all this other stuff about Wilvan. I don't know.
There's a lot of stuff I found out about Wilvan. I need to really, really tell them.
See, it feels like each of us knows different parts and pieces about other people, and so we see those people sometimes in different ways. And I just think there hasn't been the opportunity for you and North to make that connection.
Here's the thing. I give as much as I take as much as I give. And if somebody doesn't give me enough, then I don't give them enough. It's not against you.
I bet you North would say the same thing, right? And that's the problem. You're both waiting for the other person to give, and so then no one gets anything.
Well, then they can start giving first.
Oh, wait. Okay, I'm gonna. We've got to. And then Orgoth just gets really frustrated.
You see Prolix up ahead. You've been walking for a while, and Prolix is like, "Hey guys!"
Okay.
Prolix,
and then I just look like, "What? This isn't done. This isn't done." And they're like, "Oh, hi, Prolix."
And you are outside of you actually see this gaping wound in the ground that's hundreds of feet wide, and you just see it has a spiral staircase that goes around the inside of the cylinder, going down hundreds and hundreds of feet. You see 20 guards, well armed, walking around. There's a fence, a rope fence, basically, to keep people from falling in. And they say, Prolix is apparently I'm here to show you down below, just to show you a little bit of what the excavation, how to get to the excavation and to the base camp. We don't have to go all the way in, but I can show you.
Let's start to the entrance of space camp.
Base camp. I don't know where this space is, but it's base camp with a B. And he takes you, and he actually goes up to one of the guards who's by one of the rope fences, and pulls out a badge which is identical to all of yours. So make sure you show him your badge. And he kind of waves it in the guy's face, and he's like, "You may enter." And he pulls the rope away, and follow me. Show him your badges.
Oh, yeah.
You pull it out, you show it. Yeah, because Lapis is wearing hers. And he takes you down. It takes a good...
And then I'll pin it on now that we're here.
Okay.
I'll put it someplace visible so I can keep doing
Okay.
that.
He takes you down this staircase that have been cut into the sides of the stone. It must have taken a Herculean effort to get all of this rock and stuff out of this well. And you go down hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet. And you come to... eventually it starts feeling damp. And you look and you see there's windows in the wall. And there's like a little kind of soft glow on the window. And you look beyond and you see like these fish, these silver fish swimming by suddenly. And you just head down. You see a few more of these windows. Like these windows, architecture is just old and ancient. And you get down to the bottom of the well. And there's this wide, it kind of narrows a little bit as you get down to the bottom. It's about 30 feet wide in a circle. And there's a passageway heading off to the southwest. It's a plain windowless room containing many, many boxes of archaeological tools and crates, all marked with the emblem of the Allegiance of Allsight, the same as your badge. There's a passage, and you see that it leads to a stone door marked with the Allegiance's symbol. And leaning against the wall next to the door is an orc wearing the badge of the Allegiance of Allsight. And he kind of like nods at all of you. He's like, Prolix, you're back. Hi, Gortag. This is Gortag, Ink Drinker. Nice to meet you. I see that you've brought some fellow members of the Allegiance of Allsight. I don't recognize them. Sorry, they're actually they're not members. They're here to just look around. They're kind of on a
we have guest passes.
Guest passes. That's a good way to say it. Guest passes.
I am Orgoth Skullcrusher. It is good to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. Sorry, that's Prolix's voice. It is nice.
Yeah, I know you, Prolix. Remember we got you out of prison and stuff.
And I will never live that down, ever. I owe you my entire life. Gortag says, it is nice to meet you. Would you like to show you? It's only a short jaunt, maybe about 50 yards to the base camp from here.
Orgoth looks over at Laphus like, huh?
Nah, I mean, we were just gonna look at the entrance, right?
I can show you. It's very, very easy to get to.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to stay very long. We're just kind of we're going to come back later when because we have like another appointments and stuff. But I mean, we could look at the base camp and then but then we got to go.
Of course. Now you can come and go as you please. He actually goes over to a logbook and kind of like logs like your description and what are your names again?
Orgoth Skullcrusher.
And he writes it down into the book. You, miss?
Lapis Prismawing.
Lapis Prismawing. And little description. And he looks on the badges and you see there's like little like scratches and marks in it. And he looks like he's like kind of like counting it. And he puts down a number next to your name. And so your badges have like identifying marks. And he goes,
wait, is he looking at the one that Ashes has, or is he looking at the Jamon one?
He'd be looking at the Jamon one. It's like, Saltward?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I see that your companion is wearing a badge. He kind of like looks down. He writes Saltward next to your name, Lapis. He opens the big wooden door, and beyond you see this like blue, glowing field of energy. And he's like, so this is to keep the water out. If you see any glowing stones hidden away, I would advise not touching them. They are keystones which create the field, which keeps the water from rushing in and killing us all. So do not touch them. And all you have to do...
There goes my Friday night.
All you have to do is push through. He puts a hand on the field, and it takes him a bit of effort, but he pushes through and just head on through and go down to the next area, and we'll be able to just show you the base camp. After you, what Prolix says.
I mean, we'll follow you in. I don't know where it is. I mean,
Oh, it's just a straight shot, and he like goes in. He goes, like in game terms, you have to spend 5 feet of movement to get through these barriers, and so he like pushes through, and you just see it looks like almost like a rubber seal, like boom, and you hear like a pop, and you get through, and you see him on the other side through the light, and so you go through.
Sure.
Orgoth goes in. It's like
Yeah.
in. Laphus, do you follow?
Yeah, she kind of tries to get through with Ashes.
Okay, it's easy to do. It's all you're doing is spending 5 feet of movement, and it's like it takes a little bit of effort, and you push through, and you're in this like hallway, and it's just like glowing light in a dome about maybe like 15 feet around you, like 5 feet on a side, and you just see water. Prolix is going ahead, and he's going up to the end of the hallway where there are 2 more figures, and at the end of the hallway there's a halfling woman and a human man, both wearing badges, and you get halfway down the hallway, and then suddenly both of you, your minds start to kind of like feel fuzzy, and you hear this voice. If I can't live, I will burn this world with me. I need you both to make a charisma saving throw, and I think this might be a good place to stop for the day, and we can make those at the beginning of next time.
Alrighty.
Let's see what I would have gotten if I did roll.
Roll it now.
I would have had to use my it's a good thing we're not saving it.
All right, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's our show. Are we going to take next week off? I think we were going to.
I think we are, yeah.
Yeah.
Next week we're off, but in 2 weeks' time, you'll be able to listen to this episode and watch on YouTube next week on podcast form. You can listen to this episode podcast. But let's go around and do our wrap up.
Hey everyone, this is Bill Roper. You can find me at Bill Roper on the Big Blue Bird app for as long as that's still here. Who knows? It's always on the precipice of disaster. I mean, I've got a dog as my avatar when I'm on, I don't know. It's just like there's a 9-year-old at this point.
I have
with his hands on the tiller. Yeah. Anyway, and you can also find me at Bill freaking Roper on Twitch and at YouTube. Please, check us all out individually and importantly as an entirety under Severed Sons D&D. We need your follows and your likes and your loves because that's what we thrive on.
Let us know what you think. Yeah.
And you can also find me at the Emporium for the Wayward Gamer, where I am in a Star Wars actual play campaign that is wonderfully fun. I play a starship pilot who is really good. I swear he really is. I don't roll good, but he's really good. And that's Kier Starfall, and that is in Shadowport Adventures, Luck of the Draw. And I'll grab one of the things. We would invite you to please come if you've got a couple of extra coins to throw because you've got them left over from throwing them at your Witcher and you want to throw them at us. That'd be great. We have a Patreon, which is what we use to do all kinds of fun stuff, including getting out exclusive content to our Patreon subscribers, which is one shots that we do, things above and beyond Netherdeep, Severed Sun stuff. We've got some things where Ross, as an example, is taking the GM chair for a thing that we're in the middle of recording.
I cannot wait for that to come out. Oh, it's going to be so good.
I know, it's so good. I'm waiting for the second half. Ooh, it's so good. And of course, we do a lot of fun things with and for our patron subscribers. So we would love to have you join us and support us there.
Hey everybody, this was Jaiden playing Laphus, and you can find me on Twitter. I hate that Doge. I hate it so much.
I hate it so much.
You can find me there. Don't follow if you're not over 18 plus, please. I actually made a Tumblr once I saw the Bird app getting fucked over. You could find me there on Foxtrottle. That's FOXTROTTLE, Foxtrottle. And just come on down onto the Discord. We can talk there. I watched the Mario movie. Fucking loved it so much. I'm
going to see that tonight if I can make it in time. I think I'm going to try.
You please do. It is such a good movie.
I'm looking forward to that. I just saw D&D yesterday, and that was so great. And now, that was good. And now you're telling us that the Mario movie's great. It's like, what a time to be a gamer geek.
It's like multiple movies I want to see multiple times over the next couple of weeks. I'm very excited about it.
Dude, there's this one song I think you'll absolutely love, Ron, especially the part with Bowser singing he sings a small little song, but just he's on the piano.
Oh, that's amazing. Yes.
You'll love it.
I love piano. And Discord, our Discord link is discord.gg/Severed Sons D&D. So you can join our Discord there and look for our link tree in our Twitter bio. But my name is Ron Murphy. You can find me on Twitter at Ron88Keys, RBDM. Our Discord, our Twitter, Severed Sons Twitter is Severed Sons D&D. You can find the Severed Sons Rime of the Frostmaiden podcast on any podcasting platform. This gets released on podcasting and on YouTube a week later after the live show. And please share us with all your friends. Thank you to Wizards of the Coast, Gang of Critical Role, all of our listeners and our fans. Please have fun. Have a wonderful evening. Keep on rolling, everyone. Bye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.